Ladies and gentlemen, from one man making his professional debut to a man he is undoubtedly a bona fide mixed martial artist, Ubaidulla Tagirov. 6 wins as a professional, 5 of those wins coming by way of finish, 3 of those wins coming by way of submission, 2 rear naked chokes, 1 head on triangle. He is of course a Russian national MMA champion.
He's a champion, as we saw there, of hand-to-hand combat. It's one of my favorite mixed martial arts of sorts. You have to demonstrate moves the way you would in normal karate or other martial arts like that, but then you have to do those moves for real against trained active resistance. We're seeing a little bit of grease applied to his face. The purpose of that is to prevent cuts. We like to see fights ended by submission, by domination. Don't like to see him ended by a cut over the eye. Final checks, making sure there's no extra grease on the body of Ubaidulla Tagirov. And this MMA star from Russia is in the house.
Carrick, if he is to get it done, how will it happen?
Cage control his opponent to get to near the fence, counter strikes with takedowns, and finish with a rear naked choke.
Here we go, Brave Nation! This last bout is 3 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. It's our Brave CF 91 Super Fight. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist making his professional debut. He stands 190 centimeters tall and weighs already 93.3 kilograms. Representing Hammers Gym, bred out of Netherlands and fighting out of Morocco. Please welcome Abdellah Thanos Azouzi! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 6 wins and 3 losses. He stands 190 centimeters tall and weighs already 93 kilograms. Representing new champion Jim Stavropol and fighting out of Russia. Put your hands together for Ubaidulla Tagirov. Your referee is Mr. Abdellah.
Big thanks to our silver sponsor, Mega Chips, and our gold sponsor, Technographics. Brave Nation, we've got Abdelillah, Thanos, Azouzi in black, and Ubaidulla Tagirov in gold.
One man has a distinct wrestling advantage, one man has a distinct striking advantage. Opening up early with the kicks, I don't know if that's confident or reckless. Azouzi just needs one shot. He does have massive hands on him. Are they the biggest Brave gloves we've ever seen?
Azouzi moving in a circular fashion, not inviting his opponent forward into an exchange of blows. Very, very smart.
Needs to get that back just off the cage. You know that Tagirov is going to close the distance and shoot for the takedown. Nice cross check.
Azouzi's hands are up way high in kickboxing style. If he wants to stop a takedown, they've got to be quite a bit lower.
Tagirov just trying to find the right angle to get in on those legs. This morning when I was at the gym lifting a little bit of weights, as I tend to do, I was watching Tagirov train with his coach, all about closing the distance and trying to get the takedown.
There it was.
There it is.
Down on his back, going to be very, very hard for Abdelillah Azouzi now, for Thanos to get off the mat. This is not his sport.
No, and he has not had enough time to adapt to this style of fighting.
When you watch people stand up in MMA, it may not look like there's a lot of technique, but there is a very great deal of technique there.
And you can see he's really just holding on now with those double overhooks.
Holding on very, very hard.
Which is going to gas the arms out.
Serves only to gas your arms out, and when your arms are tired, you can't make a fist properly, and you're a striker, it's over.
Slow, methodical work here from Tagirov.
Uba just waiting for that grip to loosen a little bit. He'll pop his head out. It's imminent. Then he'll get head height. He'll get his head higher than his opponent's head. And he'll drive his opponent down to the mat.
Has the opportunity to slide through if he wishes to adapt to side control. Happy to sit now just in that half guard anchor position, knowing that his opponent, with the greatest respect, doesn't really have the capability or the awareness to know to try to re-guard, to close guard. He has established double underhooks now, which is a little bit more beneficial than that overhook position he had.
It is from this position entirely defensive, and it's not a particularly good one.
There's the mount.
You're going to see punches to the body until the hands separate. There may be a forced separation of the hands with a frame, and then there's going to be big, big shots to the head with a 4-ounce glove.
And you're seeing the relative inexperience of Azouzi here. He's holding on instead of trying to get to one side, trying to push the hips down, or trying to shrimp.
Yeah, there are plenty of escapes from this position, but we're not seeing any of them.
And it's quite simply because he doesn't know them. He hasn't been in the sport long enough. You know, he's seen an opportunity to transition to MMA, he took it, but
given what he knows, he's doing a good job. He's holding on with the body lock, and there's
top
a tap.
Head arm triangle from Ubaidulla. Tagirov gets the submission in the first round, improves his record to 7-3.
Coach just took him down. Let it be known on this night, there was a big fight between kickboxing and MMA. And to the surprise of very few, MMA came out on top.
There you see the takedown. The takedown started the beginning of the end.
There's a thing, Brave Nation, called the squeeze. When you put a submission on, if you slowly apply it, there's reasons to do it. But against somebody who's inexperienced, who doesn't have the little subtle defenses, you just slap it on full force. That's what we saw right there. And the tap was, it just took a second and a half.
Unfortunately, you know, Abdellah Azouzi is doing his learning on the job. I do believe, like, he has an incredible striking pedigree, but I do believe he needs to take maybe a year or so away, just train diligently in grappling, and he'll come back.
Yeah, he is so close. He has so many skill sets that are invaluable in mixed martial arts, but it's at the very heart of mixed martial arts that you find where your opponent is weakest, and that's where you attack. That's what we saw in front of us. We don't know the exact second it ended in. We do know the round and the end. We are just about to find out, courtesy of the Roaring Lion, Carlos Kramer, what the official outcome of this bout is.
All right, Brave Nation, this bout comes to an exciting end at 3 minutes and 13 seconds of the first round. Your winner by submission, head and arm triangle, Ubaidulla Tagirov.